Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're stopping in. I did my Monday thrift haul around town and did pretty good. So hope you see a lot of things you like on the table here today. Did want to point out my latest shirt that I got from the Encore thrift store, which is a high-end clothing thrift store around here. And this is one of my favorites. You can see it has little black elephants on it. And we know now that elephants mean good luck. So good luck to everybody, and let's get to the haul. Picked up this ice bucket at the women's shelter center, and it's really cool. It's vinyl, so it probably dates to the, I don't know, anywhere from the late 70s to maybe the 90s. It's got a nice holiday Christmas theme on it with the Belky bear there. Didn't know what the Belky bear stood for, so I did look that up, and Belky bear is the trademark bear of the Belk stores. And I guess he's so popular that he has his own face page, which I did check out. But I've sold a lot of Georges Braillard items before, and so I figured it might be fun to do a little background check on him. And I'm going to share with you what I found. He was born in 1917, and he was born as Yasha Broja, I believe that's how you pronounce it, in the Ukraine. Moved to Poland at age 4. Moved to Chicago to attend the University of Chicago and the Art Institute of Chicago in 1937. He stayed with his uncle. World War II broke out, and unfortunately he lost both of his parents there over in Europe. So he decided to stay in Chicago, joined the Army as an interpreter, and he actually served under George Patton until 1947 when he was out of service. He went into business after that, took a partner, and being a painter by trade, he wanted to come up with a cool, different name to use. Excuse me. And that's how they came up with Georges Braillard. And this is what it means. I thought it was actually interesting. Georges, simply because it sounded French, and Braillard because it was the breed of dog that his partner had once owned. So there you go. That's how he got his name, not his real name. His pieces were a huge success in the 50s and 70s, which is when I find most of his glass pieces. They were always signed with his name, so it's easy to identify. A lot of it was done in 22 karat gold, and they were always signed. This piece right here, as you saw, was signed on the bottom, and I think I'll be asking about $25 for it. It originally came as a set with the ice bucket and 4 double old-fashioned glasses. Found these at the Goodwill. They're a set of 6 14-ounce glasses. They stand 5 3/4 inch tall, and I picked them up. I thought that was a no-brainer. I'll show you a great little design right there. I was pretty sure I knew what they were. I was pretty sure they were Corelle, and they were made to match one of the winterberry patterns or the winter holly patterns. They were not. Wasted a lot of time figuring that one out. They are actually Gibson designs, and they're called Holly Celebration, produced in 2003 to 2004, just that 1 year. They have a decal on them. They're all in pretty good condition. I think a few of them might have a little flea bite here and there on the rim, maybe only actually just one. But I'm going to be asking, I believe, $16 for the set of 6. Picked this up at the Salvation Army. It's Fenton milk glass in the daisy and button pattern with wing handles. You can see right there. Dates to the 1950s. It's the 1900 line. I actually think it dates to 1957, but I'm not really 100% sure of that date. It doesn't have a logo on the bottom, which means it had the foil sticker on it, which predates it to 1970, but I do know that they made this pattern in the 50s, and it reminds me a lot of the daisy and button milk glass bowl that I recently was able to identify, and I know that was produced in 1957, and I did see this particular piece listed in the 1950s catalog, So at least 1950s, my guess 1957. Anyways, I'm gonna be asking about $12 for it. It's a really cool piece right here. Getting ready to check out at Goodwill, and I was in line for quite a while because with social distancing it takes a lot longer to check out if it's crowded than usual. And I spotted this right there while I was waiting in line, and I just thought it was adorable. It's a all cotton pot holder, and I love the print on it, the German print on it. And it actually, I'll show you the front close if I can get you a good look right there, but I want to turn it over because that's where all the good stuff is right there. And I noticed it said Heim Textile Tea, Germany. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. Did a little research on that, figuring it was the company, but actually Heim Textile was a trade fair show that they had in Frankfurt, or they still have it actually, I think, every year since 1971. Prior to that trade show, it was part of the Frankfurt Spring Fair. So I'm not really sure. It's probably a homemade piece, I guess. And I'm thinking maybe that's the date right there. So I'm thinking it dates to 1961. I don't read German. Pat, if you're watching, I know you do, and maybe you can tell us a little more about it. But I do know that is a recipe for Black Forest cake right here. I'll bring it in a little closer. But you saw the picture of it before that. Anyway, I didn't spend a lot for it. It's in really wonderful condition. I think I'll be asking $10 free ship for it. Another item I got while standing in the line at the Goodwill, it was just up there on the shelf. I'll tell you, when you're standing in a line for a long time, it's kind of like being in the supermarket and in line you end up picking up some candy or whatever is right in front of you that you don't really need just because it's there. But I did kind of love this, and I'll show you what my first look was right there, feeling groovy. And that brings me right back to the 70s. Just love this piece. It's felt, and I'll show you the inside again. It's got, well, let's see, it's got two drawers here. I thought this would be pretty easy to identify. Truth is, there we go. I've never seen another one out there. I looked and looked for hours. I don't know if I'm just missing it or what. I've seen music boxes, but nothing like this. Maybe it's for stationery, maybe it's a jewelry box. It's in really nice condition. And I'm dating it right to the 70s because, come on, feeling groovy, that was the 70s kind of thing right there. And Strawberry Shortcake herself was a character created by Barbie Sargent for the American Greeting Card Company in 1973 and first appeared on Valentine's cards that year. Didn't have the name Strawberry Shortcake at the time. She was simply called Girl with Daisy. And then later on, Muriel Farian designed the doll. They started to call her Strawberry Shortcake, and Kenner Toy Company started producing Strawberry Shortcake dolls and accessories in 1979. And if you saw on the inside right here, I'm not gonna get a really, I don't know if I'll be able to get a good look right there. Anyways, right in the corner, no, you'll see it before, sorry about that. Right in the corner it says TCFC, right by that strawberry there. And that stands for Those Characters from Cleveland. It's a 1978 acquisition of Strawberry Shortcake, and that was the company name back then. Oh, you know what, look, I just noticed this right here. It also says it right there. I was trying to find a date, looked everywhere on it, no date whatsoever. So I think I'm gonna try and ask $30 for it because to me it seems like an item that you don't see very often. This is actually pre-thrifted and it's been in my collection for a while. I had plans of starting the set. It was part of a set of 5, but I never got past this one, so I think I'm gonna sell it to somebody who is looking to start a set or who might be needing this piece right here. It's very popular federal 1950s pattern called atomic dots. And you can see right here, it's a pretty good condition. There are no chips or cracks. There's a little bit of spots that aren't quite so shiny, but overall I think it's in really nice shape. And this is the 8-inch bowl, which is the second largest bowl. Again, as a set of 5. They came in green, turquoise, orange, yellow, and red. And as I said, this one here is the second largest size. They were stackable, and I think I'm gonna ask about $25 for it. The graphics are all pretty good here. I think it might clean up a little bit better than I'm showing it right here. But I'm not gonna start another collection, so up for sale it goes. I was watching Dee at Thrill of the Thrift on YouTube the other day, and she had this gorgeous Paragon teacup and saucer, and she was talking a little bit about Paragon and saying, you know, if you ever see some, pick it up because it's really great stuff and it's worth a lot of money. So my comment to her was, well, keep an eye open. Well, lo and behold, I was thrifting on Monday and I was at the women's thrift shelter store and I saw these magnificent plates. They're 6-inch side plates, and I turned it over and sure enough they were Paragon. They were quite expensive actually, but I couldn't pass them up because I said I was going to keep an eye open for them, and they are simply stunning. I don't know if you can see right here. I know I'm just starting to get better at this, but they are hand painted, and right here is all raised. All the inside, the red dots are raised. Absolutely stunning green color with a gold trim in perfect condition. That back stamp dates it to 1933, probably into the 40s. And Paragon China is out of Longdon, England. Started out as Star China in 1919, became Paragon between the years 1920 and 1991. They were known for making china for the royal family, starting in 1926 with the Duchess of York, right through to Queen Elizabeth. By the mid-40s, they also produced animal figurines, breakfast sets, ashtrays, egg cups. I've seen the most beautiful patterns that Paragon has made because I spent a lot of time doing some research trying to find this pattern, and it doesn't have a pattern name. It is simply Y7861, and I've also seen it with the blue rim, which is just as pretty, but this green is just stunning. So where was I? Paragon was a family-run business until 1960 when it was acquired by Thomas C. Wilde and Sons, finally bought out by Royal Doulton in 1972, and they discontinued using the Paragon back stamp in 1991. So that's why we date the company to 1991. I have 5 gorgeous hand-painted plates here that I'm sure aren't showing up as beautiful as they actually are. And I'm gonna ask $500, no, I wish. I'm gonna ask $100 for the 5 plates right here, and we'll see what happens. Hope you enjoyed the haul today, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, leave me a comment, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye. Shortcake is a character that was, you probably don't know this though. She was oh God help me, I just can't get anything right. Okay, show you right here. I hope you can get a